Hoje, os gringos tentam chutar os preços de produtos nacionais e importados no Brasil.
USA! USA!
One of the strange things about spending time in Brazil is that some things are more expensive than you would think they are, and some things are less expensive than you would think they are. Your whole sort of logic of figuring out prices is skewed. It's almost as if you're in a different country. We're going to do a little Price is Right game. I'm going to show you the price of something in the United States. I either took it from Amazon or, some standard place, and then I want you to guess the price of it in Brazil. And I will guarantee you that the prices are never the same. So they're either going to be more or less. How much more, how much less? I don't know. You just have to think it through and reason it out.
Metro card, ride this every day, rode it twice today. It would take people like a whole hour after taxes just to ride a train. That's a lot of real.
Can I ask questions on this?
Oh, sure. There's no rules, so...
Is the subway as prevalent in Sao Paulo as it is in New York?
Good question. So the answer is it is a smaller system with fewer lines. However, the system is more modern and works better, and the train comes more often.
Easy. This has got to be less, logically, for a lot of reasons. One, minimum wage is lower, so people have to be able to afford it. Also, people make less, which means all the workers make less money. I'm thinking less. I think New York subway is corrupt. I'm going to say $1.25 per ride. Final answer.
It should be around, 50 cents?
$1.50.
I think it's 25 cents.
83.
Okay, so it's about 75 cents, so 3 times as much as I guessed.
I was actually between $1 and $1.50, so 83 was a lot closer to the guess I didn't go with.
You guys use a lot of laptops, right? You got to. Always on the go, always on the Biete Unico. But also, it's an exact math book. I feel like there's going to be a lot of import costs coming in. I'm going to say this one is actually more expensive. Just using simple economics, right? Buy, sell, Apple. I'm going to go $1,500. I'm going to go $14.99 because that's how you do it, right? $14.99 for a MacBook Air in Brazil. Final answer. I got this, no doubt.
God, I hope it's less. I hope it's like $900. I think it's going to be I really honestly think it's going to be closer to like $2,000.
Wait. What's your guess then? What's your guess?
I want it to be between 800 to 900 USD.
So you're just going to wish, you go with your wishes. I like that. That's very nice of you.
I'm going to wish that, but I think it's actually closer to 2,000.
Now, I am aware that electronics are crazy expensive in Brazil because of high taxes. I am aware of that. I'm going to just go the opposite direction. I'm going to say $2,500.
I'm going to guess $1,500.
Fuck. Why? Why is it so expensive?
I was off, but I was the correct direction.
Oh, wow. That's so... How do you guys even top? That's what I call laptopping. How do you guys even top? That's so expensive. Why would anyone do that? I don't know. I look at this, I just feel bad. It's like MacBook Air, more like MacBook Unfair. The prices are too high. Underwear, baby. I wear them daily, mostly daily. So I know all about underwear. I could easily answer this question.
Calvin Klein underwear. Got some briefs. Not my thing, but I'm a boxer briefs guy. I mean, you got to do both. I don't see how anybody can really do just this. I mean, boxer briefs is, the best of both worlds. It's perfect.
I agree with you. I agree. I use them myself.
Cotton stretch. Okay, I'm not going to lie. The cotton, the stretch, big fan.
Can you tell me, do you use the shape of underwear?
I do not. I'm a boxer brief.
Calvin Klein, that suggests imported, not made necessarily in Brazil. It could be $40.
Well, then it's going to be like $50.
This is textiles, which tend to be made elsewhere other than the U.S., so I would say $12.
Yeah, I'm going to go the other way with this one. Like with MacBook, I thought it was going to be higher cost, but like in the U.S., we don't actually make anything. We just buy things. So God knows where they're getting this stuff from, the materials and everything.
Wow, nice. Boom.
$41? Okay. Dude, guys, stop buying American goods. They're inferior. Just make them at home.
No. That's a lot. That's so many reals. You have to have so many reais for that. Well, at least in Brazil, they give you this hunky guy to look at. We don't even get that in the U.S.
Whoa! Good Lord.
Not only now, what were you reacting to? Were you reacting to the price or to the man, practically naked man?
Well, that would explain why it's twice as much, because if it comes with a man, then that's probably a big market item. They have a combination Amazon.com Tinder.
That's pretty good.
So if I'm buying this in the U.S., it's costing me $7.99, or as we like to say, 45 cents an ounce.
And then it's again imported product from Brazil, so there's definitely going to be a surcharge over here for that. I think this would maybe, again, considering how much people earn, I would hope it's between 50 cents to $1.
But this has got to be like dirt cheap in Brazil. This has got to be $1.39. I'm going oddly very specific with my price, $1.39, just because it's like, it's your thing. Like, this is your big opportunity to, like, swindle Americans to pay crazy money for this stuff. That's my take on it.
This feels like something that you could get for $1.50 in Brazil.
I'm going to go way low. I'm going to say $1.50. Okay, so $2 USA.
I was close. I don't know why I would ever say this, like, odd number. Like, I'm playing this weird game. I should have just said $2. That makes sense. Tabasco. I love Tabasco. I use this all the time. It's fun. I like it spicy.
Pepper sauce, probably just use on pizza or something, just to ruin a good pizza.
By my denomination, I'm thinking a couple things here. Brazilians, you guys love spicy food. Like us white gringos, we can't handle it. You guys love it, so you probably drink this stuff. And if you're going to drink it, you can't afford it at $3.29. I'm saying this has got to be lower. I'm saying it's a cool $2.50. Slightly cheaper, but affordable. As I'm saying it, I feel like I'm wrong.
Can I ask you this? How popular is Tabasco in Brazil?
Tabasco is a sort of an upscale item that is popular, but you should know that Brazilians are not very good with spicy food. Kind of the stereotype is that they don't like it, except for one region. That said, minority of people that really like it, and so you do find Brazilian-made, more local hot sauces as well.
$10.
Tabasco is, again, an American product, so I'm assuming it'll be slightly more because it'll be an imported good. Do $7.
$5, because Tabasco, I think, is an American product.
Are you sure you're not cheating? I feel like you might be cheating.
I swear to God.
I don't actually think you're cheating. I think the difference is the other two people who have done this so far are comedians, and you actually know something about the world.
A little bit.
The next one is actually a visual clue. This.
Ooh, a Snickers! Oh, no.
I just want to point out to you that the reason it is in my hands instead of being shown on the screen is because the Snickers bars here are slightly smaller than in the U.S. They're like 20% smaller. So I want you to factor that in. And then you know how much a candy bar costs. To me, it's like $1.50 or $2, or maybe if you get it in Walmart, it might be $1.29 or something like that. The other reason that I decided to show this as a visual clue is because this is about the time in the video where I become a little hungry. I need a snack.
Oh, that looks so good. I want a Snickers. 'Tis the season. Wait, but question, are Snickers in Brazil better than Snickers in the U.S., or do they taste the same to you?
They taste, to me, exactly the same.
That's probably up, and I also know a couple things. People like to do drugs, aka marijuana. They get a little munchies, and I'm thinking there's a kind of tie in here. I'm thinking the price is $4.20. That's a slang for, like, smoking marijuana. I'm going $4.20 on this bad boy.
I think it's American, but you can, like Coca-Cola, you can make it anywhere. So I'm going to just go against my grain right now. I'm on a winning streak. I'm going to go, right now I think it's time to shift. I'm going to say 50 cents.
I think it's going to be $10. That seems really expensive.
$4 in Brazil. Again.
75 cents? Oh, that's great.
75 cents US? That's a steal! I'd be eating Snickers like 24/7. How is it so cheap? I know it's smaller, but I feel like they just make products smaller and make you pay more.
The reason it's cheaper is because it's made in Brazil, baby.
Oh, I was way off. I'm not doing well, and I get competitive, so. Tommy Ben spray, he'll figure it's 1 ounce. You guys smell fresh. I used to wear this kind of stuff when I was like 13.
You know, the Tommy, this is another import. So knowing what I know about Brazil and all that crazy taxation. And yet, here's the thing. I do know Brazilians like to be clean and smell nice and take lots of showers all the time. So how could you price something super expensive that's so important for the Brazilian culture?
Anything named after a man who nobody knows what he's looked like in America is going to cost a lot of money in Brazil. I'm going to say $50.
Interesting. Going to guess that this is like $100 USD in Brazil. And that is based off of how much French perfumes cost in the United States.
I would say this is actually going to be only $14.
This is a luxury brand, and as I know from wearing Calvin Klein underwear, Tommy Hilfiger, he's gonna get you. This is $21. I'm doubling the price here and saying $42.30, and that's called the Brazil tax. You want to smell like Tommy? You gotta pay Tommy. Wow, $61.05. $61.05 just to give yourself a headache from smelling it.
So, Playmobil Volkswagen Beetle. This is a model car, I am assuming?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. It doesn't show anything to compare the size to, so I didn't know if Brazilians bought their cars in boxes. I didn't know how it worked.
Right, that's so ridiculous.
This seems like an odd toy to begin with.
This may be more of a collector's item for adults, I'm beginning to think.
That's fair. Adults buy toys too. We don't discriminate.
I'm going to suggest that this is actually made in Brazil, potentially.
I'm actually going to think this is less because it's being targeted towards kids. I'm going to go ahead and say 25.
I'm going to go low again. I feel like maybe that's wrong, but I'm going to say $26.
$20.
I think this one's going to be $30 in Brazil. You know, Americans like love toys, and I feel like Brazilians are smarter than us.
Jesus. These kids, what's a kid going to do? How can you even buy that for a kid? I mean, honestly, this is why, in some parts of the world, that's why you have to, like, chase after the inner tube with a stick.
Good Lord. That was way off.
Oh my God. I mean, it makes sense.
$188. Guys, public service announcement. If you're spending $188 on a Playmobil Volkswagen Beetle toy, I know it's limited edition, please pay your rent or, like, provide for your family.
Toyota Camry XLE Hybrid 2023. This is a real car, not a play one. Unless this is another play one, that would be shocking.
I'm not a car connoisseur, but I do feel like hybrids are still relatively, you know, kind of new in the U.S., and I'm thinking it's the same in Brazil. I'm thinking this one is expensive. To get a touchscreen with 6 speakers, this has got to be like $60,000.
$60,000.
I'm just going to go with 200,000.
$65,000.
Look at that!
Nice.
I am like very close on this one. I came through. You see that, Doug? I got you.
Is the car market marked up like that because they come with the previous owner in them? And he's the guy from the underwear ad.
How does anyone afford? Like, how long do they have to pay off their cars for? Like 30 years?
Well, that's ridiculous. I mean, how does somebody get around? Is the public transportation? You better have a good public transportation system if nobody's driving a car.
Any final thoughts on the various prices?
Don't drive cars. Don't buy toy cars. Eat lots of Snickers, and definitely do not wear underwear. That is my hot tips. I'm the Financial Wizard. You can catch me on YouTube. Like and subscribe.